Hey.
Hey there in internet. Hey there in internet land. How's everyone doing? My name is Andrew Murray.
And I'm Marie Torres. And today we just thought we'd actually have a quick discussion about one of the questions that we get all the time, which is how Andrew and I really started branding ourselves online, getting the following that we got, and just basically what we've done. So we just really wanted to address that really quickly. We started back in 2001, and again, like I tell, if you've heard this story, it took us a while to get started, but around 2004, we started to really realize that one of the things that we needed to do as internet marketers and network marketers was really brand ourselves. It was a little contrarian at the time, but, everybody was talking about their company, how great their company was. And we actually did something opposite. We actually started talking about how great we were.
It was very contrarian, actually.
Yeah, it was very contrarian because, nobody else was really doing it. And so we really, it's that whole idea that people will buy from people that they know, like, and trust. And so it was...
KLT.
Yeah.
What I was saying.
So it was a matter of us really trying to figure out how to connect with the right target prospects. And of course, we really wanted to automate that process. We wanted people to come see us, decide that we were the people that they wanted to work with. And so, that started with us putting up our own website. And so that was in 2005. And we basically just really created a site about us, what we did, but also what we were really able to achieve with the lifestyle that we were living. And, fast forward several years, and it's still pretty much the same.
Fast forward 7 years, 2012. That's what's happening right now, today.
Yeah, 2012. And, we're just at the beginning. And I was going to say, instead of a website now, it's all blogs. But if you're a network marketer, if you're an internet marketer, and this is the way that you want to build your business. You want to be able to target people online, bring in prospects that way, able to connect with them, help them go through this automated process before you actually talk to them. So by the time they get to you, they've really qualified themselves, out, or they've sorted themselves. You really need a blog. A blog is a great way to connect with people. It's about showing them what you're all about, connecting with them, really giving yourself a voice online that you can't always do when you're just talking to somebody on the phone.
And now, here's a couple things about blogging. Blogging is really easy. I remember when we started doing HTML, was that hard? That was
that was really hard. It was
annoying.
Very annoying, something that we had to learn.
Yeah, you couldn't make global changes, like a change that would update everything all at once. So it was really difficult. So how do you find blogging? how is it easier than let's say building a website?
Well, I think, for us, like Andrew said, when we started, we could not, even just making changes, we would make pages and pages and pages. And then if we wanted to make one change, we couldn't ripple it through the entire site. And I know that doesn't sound like a really big deal, but once you start
it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a really big deal. And once you start using your website, your blog as a real platform for you to really get out, just get out there so that people find you.
Yeah. If
you want to be able to make those changes globally, you can actually do that now with a blog. Blogs,
like that, 1 second. In the old days, you'd have a site, and let's say you wanted to put on a pop-up code, and let's say you had 100 pages on your site. You need to go to each of those pages and change each thing, and
we did that,
and save it, and then upload it. And then if you said, "Oh my God, I made a spelling error on my pop-up," then you need to go back and do it all again. Each of those pages.
But I just really want to get to
it make you crazy.
It would make you crazy. It made us crazy. But what I was going to say, things like global changes and everything else. But even now, with the search engine optimization, blogs are just definitely way more user friendly. They're just so much easier to use, and it's a really great way for people to get content out. So which brings me back to people always asking us, well, what did we do? Well, again, we were contrarian. We started to build ourselves versus our company. It was about, again, having people know about us, what we did, and really making a connection. And network marketing, it's a relationship business. It's all about relationships. And so we're
relating with you right now.
we get all the time. People tell us all the time, "Oh, I loved your video, or I saw your post, I really feel like I connect with you, I really feel like I know you. And that's because we actually have a platform there for people to get to know us. And so if you are...
And when they get to know us, they like us because we're really good people.
No, but anyway, what I was saying is if you get to, if you're really planning on marketing that way, it's really very, very important that you have that in place. And I know some people are like, well, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what to write about. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, if you're really trying to make a go at this business and you're really trying to make a go at it this way, you have to have some sort of online presence. People are not even, online presence. People really need to be able to know what you're about, what your personality is about, what you're doing, what you're building.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
so
before...
a blog is critical.
Yeah, a blog's critical. Like before, like for the last kind of 2 years, if you had a blog, it was a huge advantage. But I think right now, I would say this is the transition point. If you don't have a blog in 2012, it's not just kind of annoying, it's a serious liability in your branding, it's a serious liability in your ability to drive content, it's a serious liability in your ability to generate free targeted leads. And to be honest, I mean, people are looking for people that they connect with. And if you don't have a blog and they don't know where to find you on Facebook and they don't know where to find your YouTube account, they're going to find someone who's got that and connect with them.
Exactly. And I actually, that's a huge point, but I was also going to say, like Andrew mentioned, like Facebook, Twitter, I think you said, like YouTube. All of those sites are great to be able to network with people and for people to find you that way. I mean, they're all entry points, but they're not your own. I mean, Facebook can come in, shut down your account. YouTube can come in, shut down your account. I mean, it's happened over and over. It's happened
to me.
Yeah, it's happened over and over and again. And those are assets, right? So, I mean, your blog is your asset. And there, people go again, so how do I do that? Well, I mean, your blog is primarily for giving value and really list building. And I know we're going into a whole bunch of different things here, but I mean, if you really are
But it's multi-purpose. It's the best multi-purpose tool that you could have.
Exactly, because if you are looking to market online again, like one of the things that you always have to have, and it's been like this for a decade, is you have to have your own list. Everybody knows in business to have your own list, your own your database, your own customer database, and that's what your blog is for. That's where you're giving out content. People are finding you, they're signing up for your list. And so again, like Andrew said, it's 2012. If you don't have a blog now, or you don't know how to build one, or you don't know what to put on there, I mean, it's a serious liability, because if you were seriously trying to make a go at creating income this way, it's one of the best entry points. It's one of the best, if not the best tool to start creating connections with people and your prospects. So
even if it's just for that post-sale stuff, if you talk to a prospect and they're on the fence and they're thinking about it and that kind of thing, then they go there, and then after you talk to them and send them to your company presentation, then they can go to your blog and they're going to do research on you, and they're going to look at you. And if there's nothing there to show them, it's kind of like, it's almost like, not having an email account. It's like, that's not what people are looking for.
Exactly. So I mean, we just wanted to talk to you about it, because we get that question all the time.
Yeah.
And we just really thought it was something that we really needed to address. It's really important. So, I mean,
blogging 2012. Get your blog. And actually, we have a service called Get Your Free Blog that actually specializes in building free blogs for network marketers. So we already understand how to kind of brand the network marketer and how to get them set up. And then we do some free training actually on the back end. So once you have the blog, what do you do with it? Because a lot of people actually come to me and they've got a blog from somewhere else and they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So there's really two parts. It's having the blog and then knowing what to do with it. And we'll take good care of you. Go over to Get Your Free Blog, get your blog, and we'll teach you to be a master
blogger,
supa-dupa, ninja style SEO blogger like we are.
In 2012.
2012.
See ya.
Peace.